And alright, like I promised, I'm going to do another video of this new firmware on the SJ5000X ELITE version 1.5.5 versus my favorite 1.4.6. They're both rubber banded on a board side by side. I'm holding the board in my hand, as you can see from the shadow there. And we're just going to check to see what the image quality looks like. Stabilization. Are there any improvements? We're shooting 1080 right now, 60 frames per second. Gyro stabilization is on for both cameras. Let's see if we get some direct sun, what that looks like. All the settings are equal on both cameras. Field of view is set to off, so it's going to be at its widest field of view. Now the question is, can you tell which one is which? And I'll tell you in just a second. Now in the backyard, you see a little bit of clouds up on top. Once again, testing out this new firmware. And the gyro stabilization to see how good it looks. See what the white balance looks against the pillar right there. And one more walk down the drive or pool side here. So now to reveal which is which. Now there are two firmwares that I really like for the SJ5000X ELITE. One is the 1.4.6, that's my top favorite, and the next one is 1.5.1. So, since I changed the 1.5.1 camera to the new firmware 1.5.5, I'm going to do this comparison, or as you're seeing it, with the 1.4.6. This camera right here is the 1.4.6. This one is 1.5.5. Now, I don't know what the image quality is going to really look like when I stick it in the computer as far as its stabilization, color, contrast, dynamic range, and all that. But I will tell you that the 1.5.5, there's an issue with the battery icon. It shows that it's draining very fast, although the test I did the other day seems to last the same amount of time as normal. It's just maybe it's a glitch in the firmware regarding the battery icon itself, because right now the 1.4.6 is still showing 4 bars full battery. This one, 1.5.5, is showing 2 bars. And let's do a quick little audio test between the two. First one we're going to do the 1.4.6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the 1.5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm standing about 6 inches behind the camera to give you just a rough idea. So we'll see, does this firmware hold its mustard, or do I go back to my previous firmwares? Now tell me in the comment section below what you think, which firmware looked the best to you, the old 1.4.6 or the new 1.5.5 Now, in my humble opinion, I think that the 1.4.6 actually looks better. It doesn't look as overexposed. I think the colors look a little bit better, even though the contrast is a little bit higher on the 1.4.6. But like I said, I'd like to hear your input. Tell me in the comment section below which one you thought looked better, and which, the obvious thing is the audio sounds identical between the two, so that's a plus. Tell me your thoughts. By the way, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing today. It doesn't cost you anything, and be sure to click the bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Bye.